Exercise Medicine Tribe, Maria Marlowe. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yay!
And the great introduction.
Oh my God, well, you're amazing, and I'm so grateful that we met, and we have Sarah to thank, and she's another beautiful soul.
For sure.
So I gave a little bit of an intro to how you got started, but I left out all the details so that you can share with us, something that was maybe so many other people have experienced, and it seems like a simple thing that you did, but so powerful and so empowering, and I'd love for you to share that.
Sure. So when I was growing up, I never in a million years thought I would get into nutrition, health, wellness, anything like that. I grew up in New York on a standard American diet, and all the people around me, my family, my friends, most people were overweight. Most people had at least one chronic illness or issue. And so for me, that was actually normal.
Right.
But when I got to about 16, I started getting acne really, really badly all over my face. And of course, 16-year-old girl in high school, this is very upsetting.
Right.
So
I mean, at any age.
At any age, of course.
At any age, when you have to look at yourself and it's not what you want to see, it's really hard.
Right, and I couldn't understand why I had it, because I have an older brother and a younger sister. They were fine. They had their own health issues and other problems, but I was the only one with acne. And so I tried all the over-the-counter stuff.
Right.
I tried Proactive.
Right.
Then I started going to dermatologists, went to a few different dermatologists.
Right.
They prescribed me topical creams. Eventually they prescribed me Accutane, which I was going to take it, but I can tell you, you already know what's coming. I read one of the side effects, and one of the side effects was severe depression that could lead to suicide.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a little serious. Like, this sounds pretty serious.
And your liver. So you have to go in for regular liver checks, I think, when you're on Accutane.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna live with it. I don't know, maybe I'm cursed, maybe I have really bad luck, bad genes, I don't know, but I know that I'm not supposed to be taking that.
Right.
So I got to college, and I'm sitting at lunch with a girlfriend, eating my typical lunch, which is pizza, soda, and Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies.
Your mic is rubbing, I think, against your shirt. Not sorry.
My.
Yeah, yours.
Okay.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, because it's leaning over.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Maybe we need to just fold her shirt a few times so it's thicker. Or, okay, on the knot, yeah.
All right, test, sound test.
Okay, you have a hair too, so I want to make sure it's not rubbing the mic. Okay,
Thank you.
perfect.
Maybe just go back like 30 seconds, somewhere around Accutane, if you want to start with a question.
Let's get a sound test first. Count it out.
Or you
Let's
could just keep going, but it'll just take having your typical lunch.
Oh yeah. that
Yeah,
one.
let's just start from there. Well, she's in college. She's in college.
You're in college, sitting, having your
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's perfect. If there's enough about Accutane. That we can, okay.
Do we need to sound test?
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's not moving now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in college.
Okay.
Tell us when.
So in college, I was.
Wait,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
Okay, ready, go.
So in college, I was sitting at lunch with a friend, eating my typical lunch, which was pizza, soda, and Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies. And I was complaining about my skin, and she said, you know what? It might actually be caused by what you're eating.
Right.
And at the time, my mind was blown, because I'd been to half a dozen dermatologists, and not one of them had ever asked me what I was eating.
Right.
But I was desperate at the time, so I researched it. I drastically changed my diet, added all the real food in, got rid of the processed refined foods, inflammatory foods, and lo and behold, my skin finally cleared up.
Yep.
So for me to be able to see that in the mirror so visually, that when I ate certain foods, my skin was inflamed and covered in acne. When I ate other foods, it cleared up.
Yeah.
That was really powerful, and that's what got me interested in nutrition.
Which is so amazing. You've taken that, and this is like your passion, and it's what you're doing for the rest of the world now. So I think that's amazing. Could you share a little about what your diet was like? Because I think there's so many people out there that are eating similar foods and don't really realize, that clearly soda, sugar, certain things, dairy, but what else did you have in your diet at the time before you made that change that might not seem to be obvious, obvious foods that were so tough on your skin?
Yeah, well, dairy is definitely a big one.
Yeah.
And for me, that was the hardest one to give up, because I'm Italian, so I was eating dairy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's like my favorite
Like a
food
staple.
group. Yeah. But that one really was very problematic for me. Gluten was another one. A lot of times people don't realize that. And gluten is associated with leaky gut, which can cause all sorts of other issues beyond just skin issues. So that was a big one. Sugar for sure, because anything that's high glycemic. So sometimes I'll say sugar and people will be like, oh, I don't eat any sugar because I don't eat dessert. But they're having whole wheat toast for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, crackers for a snack. And even though these things may be savory, they're refined grains, and that's going to act like sugar in your body, cause that blood sugar spike, and cause that same reaction as sugar.
Yeah. It's so good that you explain that to people, because that's not something the average person would put 2 and 2 together. So which is why I love what we do, because once people understand, they get it and it sticks, because there's that connection. Well, as an Italian, that must have been really hard to give up gluten too. Was your mom like, you don't know what you're doing?
Those are like my 2 favorite food groups. So yeah, it was a little bit tough at first, but for me, what I found to be really helpful and what I teach my clients, it's all about upgrades. So you don't have to completely get rid of these foods, you just have to find the healthier alternative to them. So for bread, for example, I would choose gluten-free bread and really look at the ingredients and make sure they're still wholesome ingredients versus like highly refined gluten-free ingredients.
Right, because there are those.
There are those, yeah. So that was big. I switched to vegan cheese. Cheese is typically very hard for a lot of people to get off of.
Yes, I would say the same with my clients too. It's like their one thing. Cheese and coffee, I think, are the 2. They don't want to give up.
But for cheese, I find people are so lucky now in this time, because we have so many great vegan cheeses, whereas 5-10 years ago, I mean, it was like plastic, and it was probably made out of plastic too, like strange ingredients, didn't taste good.
Didn't melt,
right? But now we actually have really great alternatives.
Great options, and I love that, because that was something as well for me. I mean, I've been dairy-free for decades now, but there was a point where I was able to eat dairy without realizing, when I was young, basically when I was a kid. So of course you love it when you're able to have it, and you love the taste of it. So all these options are just, I mean, I'd have to say I indulge in vegan cheese almost daily.
I love vegan cheese. There's so many great ones now made with either coconut or cashews, like real whole ingredients, not just super refined stuff.
Yeah, and not terribly hard to do at home either. There's so many recipes out there. Let's talk to me a little bit about these programs that you have. And I took a look, and they look amazing, and I've seen incredible reviews, and they're so simple but so effective. And I love the categories that you've broken them down into. So can you share about that?
Sure. So one of my signature programs is Eat Beauty, which is all about clearing up your skin naturally from the inside out. We talk about natural skincare products because, of course, your skin has 2 sides. So you do need to use gentle and effective products on the outside, but more importantly, we need to stop acne from the inside.
Yes.
So it has a whole meal plan and other dietary recommendations that will really help people figure out what their acne triggers are. Is it a high glycemic diet? Is it nutrient deficiencies? Are they eating inflammatory foods? Is it stress, hormones? So there's multiple different factors. It'll help them figure those factors out and then tweak their diet and lifestyle to start clearing up their skin from within.
That's great. So your program actually enables your client to do it on their own. I mean, you can help coach and help alongside, but it empowers them to figure it out on their own and guide themselves onward, right?
Right, because I'm a huge believer that our body is always trying to tell us things. And when we have something like acne, whether it's acne, digestive issues, migraines, we need to look at it as a blessing, because it's our body's way of like, hey, Maria, you're doing something wrong. You need to change your diet or your lifestyle.
Yeah, it's like a language. Your body is literally speaking to you. I have an intuitive exercise that I teach a lot of my clients, and it's to get them in touch to listening to their body, because your body is speaking to you all the time. It's just whether or not you pay attention to it. Or write it off as I don't even know, but I've done the same. Like, I can't be bothered with that. It's not stopping me from moving. So
we've all been there.
Yeah. But you have 2 other ones too that I think are great.
Yep. So Eat Healthy is a 4-week meal plan, which really teaches people how to batch cook, because I think that's something that makes it so much easier for people to eat healthy during the week when they don't have a lot of time. If you just take an hour and a half, 2 hours on a Sunday, prep all your ingredients, batch cook a bunch of things, then during the week you can mix and match, and you don't have to order takeout, and you're not stuck starving or making bad decisions because there's nothing to eat. And then the third one is called Eat Slim, and that's a 10-week online nutrition and cooking course where I really wanted to, again, empower my clients to understand their body and to find the best foods for their unique body. So it really will help you not only slim down, but really to improve your health overall, because we know that healthy, real foods are also going to improve our immune system, lower our risk for all sorts of chronic illnesses. And the cooking part was really important too, because I found myself initially teaching people, okay, you need to incorporate more vegetables and more turmeric and ginger and all these things, and they're like, I don't know how to do this. So teaching them, giving them, or empowering them to get into the kitchen, giving them ideas how to do it, showing them it's actually easy, that I think is a really big part of what's made it successful as well.
Oh, that's so great. I love that. And you're right, that's what people need to see. You know, they need to sort of be shown at least once or twice that it's this simple. And it's great that you do that, because it takes away that sort of fear and that hesitation that people have, where it's just like, well, I don't know what to do. I need someone to do this for me, you know, or I don't have the money to hire a chef or a cook or just buy prepared foods. You're showing them how simple it is to do it on their own.
Exactly. And for many people like me, for example, who grew up eating everything out of a box, going to the produce section is very overwhelming, because when I first got there, I didn't know what half the stuff was. And I definitely didn't know what to do with it, how to cook it, how to choose it, what it's supposed to taste like, any of those things. So I really just want to empower people to get into the kitchen, to grocery shop in the fresh section, not just the prepared or packaged section. And I think, you know, most of us were just not taught how to cook anymore.
It's so true. You know, it's so funny. I have a little anecdote. I remember after I graduated from college, and I was living with a boyfriend at the time, and we went to the grocery store, and we're in the produce section, because that's where we go when growing up. And I remember him looking around and saying, it's cold over here. Like, he had not been in the produce section. He was also half Italian.
We're eating pizza, pasta, bread.
I mean, and I looked at him like, don't you go to the store? But when he goes to the store, he goes down the aisles. And, you know, the way grocery stores, the way the shelves are set up, I mean, they are there to kind of attract you towards packaged, simple, quick foods, you know? So I think that's an important thing to note, that there's a lot of people out there, you know, that need the help but don't even realize, and it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, because I was that person. That was me growing up until about the age of 21. And, you know, and like my mom, like people like my mom, you know, I wish she had a course or a health coach, someone that could have helped her when we were growing up. And funnily enough, so when I started my health coaching practice, I started offering grocery store tours as an add-on service, where I would take someone on an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours tour of their local Whole Foods or grocery store, and walk them through each section and show them, this is how you choose the best, most nutritious foods, this is what you want to avoid. I didn't realize it was going to be so popular, but it was my most popular service. Every time I'd take one client, I'd get a phone call the next day from 2 more of her friends that they wanted to go on it. And so I eventually turned it into a book, The Real Food Grocery Guide, because this information we're just really not taught, and it's really the most important thing when it comes to healthy eating and taking care of ourselves.
I mean, it's so overwhelming when there's so many choices. Just like earlier you were saying about, you were talking about gluten-free breads and gluten-free options. There are so many, and a lot of them are filled with processed, you know, ingredients and things that are not whole and not clean, but they're labeled gluten-free. So someone who's just trying to make that change might just grab that and think this is the best one, or because it's on sale, or because it has a better spot, you know, on the on the aisle. And so I think that that's so empowering that you do that and give people the information that says, look on the ingredient list. You know, what are the things you're looking for, right?
Well, that's one of the big issues that I wanted to address with the book and my tours, is that there are a lot of buzzwords like gluten-free, for example, which sound really healthy, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. It just means there's no gluten contained in the product, right? So there can be healthy gluten-free products and unhealthy ones. So it's a matter of really deciphering all these buzzwords. What do you want to look out for? So, for example, on meat, organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised, what do these things mean? What do you really need to like what is worth spending more money on, and
Right.
where does it really, maybe that term doesn't actually mean anything.
Right.
So really, for eggs, for example,
Right.
there's a dozen different terms on egg boxes: vegetarian, omega-3 enriched, this, that, the other thing. So really understanding what these terms mean and what are the best ones for the healthiest choices.
And this is in your book.
This is all in the Real Food Grocery Guide.
I mean, I think this is something that everyone and anyone trying to make a change should definitely, and your book is available online.
Yep, it's on Amazon.
That's great. This is one of those things that should be like a kitchen staple for anyone, because
Yeah.
you break it down. And even for someone who is mindful about health and kind of on that journey and that's part of their lifestyle, you're right. There's so many terms that are really just marketing terms, you know? And people slap labels on everything just to sell their products.
Like I've seen a gluten-free label on a water bottle. There's never gluten in water, you know? So they're just relying on people are going to see the buzzword and, oh, that's the hot buzzword, like keto or paleo or vegan.
Yes.
They're going to see that buzzword and they're going to pick it up. Like I know personally, when I first started eating a bit healthier, started to change my diet, I would get this big, like extra large vegan cookie every single day, because I was like, oh, it's vegan, so it must be really healthy. But no, it's still refined flour, refined sugar, like
all the things.
Yeah.
No, that literally needs to be a kitchen staple, I think, for everybody.
Sure.
So you'll have to share where that is towards the end of the show. And now talk to me about your podcast, which I'm so excited about. Yeah.
You'll be on it. So Happier and Healthier is a podcast I started about a year ago, and I really wanted to have a space where I could interview experts and talk about subjects that are going to help all of us take more responsibility for our health.
Yeah.
So I say in the beginning, we don't rely on good luck or good genes for our health and happiness. We create it through our thoughts and our
100%.
actions.
Yes.
Because really everything starts with our mental, you know, our
Mindset,
perspective,
right?
our mindset, exactly. So we really need to start there, and then we can start adding in all the physical stuff. And it makes doing the physical things better, making the physical changes, whether it's changing your diet or getting to the gym or whatever it is. Once you have your mindset and your perspective right, it makes everything else so much easier.
It's so true. And so you have guests that come on and talk about that.
Yes, so I have functional medicine doctors, integrative medicine doctors, meditation experts, all sorts of different wellness experts.
Stop again, your mic is rubbing.
Again?
You can just start right there though with the functional medicine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, take your talk really quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, it's good. I don't know why that keeps happening. Okay,
Okay.
Just start with.
I'll just try and stay still.
I'm a mover. Me too.
I'm like really trying to like keep it.
If he didn't say like don't cut into her shot, I would have been like here already, because I have a tendency to lean forward. So I'm like here. Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put on your shot, and you can just start with I have functional medicine.
Yeah.
For that. Yeah.
Okay.
I have functional medicine doctors, meditation experts, all sorts of people in the health and wellness space in different areas. So I didn't want to just have doctors or just nutritionists, for example. I want everyone, because health is really holistic.
Absolutely.
We need to address mind, body, and spirit.
Yes, yes. I love that, obviously, because that's what I do as well. So I'm so happy that you came today and made the time. And I know that you're off to Dubai tomorrow. So this was really great that you made time to share your story and share all your knowledge. And I would love for you to tell everybody, we can look in this camera and tell everybody where we can find all things about you and your book and your programs, where we can find you on social.
Sure, hold on. I feel like my contact is like coming out. Does it look weird?
No, I didn't even know you had contacts on.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Okay.
Okay,
So we'll look at this camera and say.
So you can find more, what should I say, where, my website and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can find more info at mariamarlowe.com, and Marlowe is M-A-R-L-O-W-E. I'm also on Instagram, so I'm always posting recipes, nutrition, wellness tips on there, and that's at Maria Marlowe. And of course, you can find the podcast on iTunes. It's called Happier and Healthier.
So you guys check her out. You guys all need her book in your kitchen, and you should take a look at her Instagram. It's beautiful, and she's all kinds of tips. So thank you so much for joining us today on Serena Loves TV. We will see you next time.
Thank you.
You didn't have the thing, so I forgot what to say.
That's okay.
Okay, I can add it in though if you want. Okay. You good?
Yes, yes.
good.
Oh,
That was so
good. That was
fun.
so great. Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Did you have fun?
I did, yes,
Good.
yes.
Okay, let's pictures really quick.
Yeah.
Over here. Let's hold up cups and do all our things. I can do my bracelet. Sorry that the mic thing happened.
No, no worries at all.
I should tell people though, like for like billowy shirts, because I've worn a few too.
Yeah,
or
probably
silky
not
shirts.
the best.
I still wear them and I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. No, it was fine though. I just feel bad you had to start and stop a couple times.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to throw you off.
Yeah,
So.
that was the only thing.
Yeah. Yay. Actually, move
Yeah.
over this way.
Yeah, sure.
Why do you have? Yeah.
Actually, she should be here so that that's in the back, right?
Okay.
And the lighting is really good on this side.
Yeah, I would say you guys should both don't drink that.
Serena, look what he's drinking.
What?
You brought us stuff.
What?
Look at it.
Busted.
Now he's putting it back because he's embarrassed. Look at it.
Okay.
What? What is that? Is that a soda?
I tried.
Okay, Andy, we're gonna get you kombucha.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's your fault.
So, do one with the.
Just add water? Okay, we can hold.
Liz?
Can you can you reach it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Naturally.
What? Oh yeah.
Naturally.
Okay.
Possible that
Okay.
two choices here for sound.
Yay.
1, 2,
No, my headphone is not coming out.
Look, the sound is here.
Okay, and then you do one without portrait.
Are you guys here for
Cheers. Cheers. We can do a boomerang.
Oh, give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
might be louder.
okay. And then let me get to that. Right.
Okay.
Actually,
And do you want to try some of this?
What is this exactly?
This is my product.
This is your product? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So what is it exactly? So it's.
So it's I'll bring you some.
Okay.
I mean, you have some. We'll give you with a little gift for you.
Oh, thank you.
But it's like a super nutrient dense, like I call it a superfood snack because it's only 90 calories.
Okay.
But it's got 12 grams of vegan protein. It's all vegan, organic, natural.
Okay.
It's got like 8 super greens in it, all the things you would love. A little bit of probiotic, prebiotic, and digestive enzymes so you can absorb it, and
Okay.
it's got some adaptogens.
Okay.
And then of course like some superfoods. So
Oh,
it's beet,
cool.
raspberry. So and it's chocolate flavored.
Yum.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
just add water to it. That's all it is.
So yummy.
But it really gets people through the day.
Yeah.
It's good for travel. Your phone. Oh, my. Yeah, here you go. Oh, okay. Okay.
This is so exciting. I had no idea.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
have some to take home.
Awesome.